Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Ethan, and on behalf of our team at Back to Your Roots Herbs, it's great to have you with us today. You know, some days it feels like the world is just asking for more than we have to give, right? That feeling of being totally spent mentally and physically. You're pushing hard at work, trying to get to the gym, keeping up with family, and you get to the end of the day and just feel drained. You're looking for that edge, not some weird chemical fix, but something natural, something that helps your body keep up with your ambition. Well, today we're going to talk about something really special, an herb that comes from the harsh, cold mountains of Siberia, with a story that is just incredible. It's called marrow root, and the way people even learned about its benefits, well, it wasn't from a lab. It was from watching nature. The story goes that local hunters in the Altai Mountains, they started noticing something strange. There are these large, powerful deer in the region called morel deer, and the hunters saw that after the exhausting rutting season, when the stags were weak and injured, they would dig up and chew on the roots of this one specific plant, and after eating it, these exhausted deer would, well, they'd bounce back. They'd regain their strength, their vitality. It was amazing. So the healers and hunters thought, if it works for them, maybe it can work for us. And that's how the legend of morel root began. They started using it themselves and found it gave them incredible stamina for long journeys, helped them recover from illness, and just made them feel stronger. This is what herbalists call an adaptogen. It's a fantastic term. It basically means it's a substance that helps your body, well, adapt to stress. All kinds of stress, physical, mental, you name it. It doesn't force your body one way or another, like a stimulant that just jacks you up and then lets you crash. No. It helps your body find its own balance. It's like a master negotiator for your nervous system, helping you handle whatever life throws at you with more grace and resilience. And morel root, it's one of the classics. So that's the ancient wisdom. But what's so exciting is how modern science is now confirming what those hunters observed centuries ago. This isn't just folklore anymore. For decades, morel root was actually one of the best-kept secrets of elite Soviet athletes and cosmonauts. I mean, think about that. We're talking Olympic weightlifters, wrestlers, people pushing their bodies to the absolute limit. They were given morel root to help them increase their strength, their endurance, and their overall capacity for work. It was their secret weapon for gaining a natural physical edge. And now we know why it worked so well. There was a really fascinating study done in 2019. Scientists took a group of young men who were resistance training, lifting weights. They gave one group a placebo and the other group an extract from morel root. The results were, honestly, they were striking. The men taking the morel root extract saw significantly greater increases in lean muscle mass and bigger gains in strength, especially in things like their bench press, compared to the guys who got nothing. And here's the kicker, the part that really gets me. When they analyzed the supplement they gave them, they found it contained way less of the active compound than the label said. It was actually a tiny, tiny dose. So even at these small amounts, it was producing real, measurable results. It just shows how potent this plant is. So what does that mean for you? Well, maybe you're not an Olympic athlete, but you want to feel stronger when you're carrying in the groceries, right? You want to have more power in your yoga class, or maybe you just want to keep up with your kids or grandkids without feeling wiped out. This is what that science points to. It's about helping your body build and maintain its strength, so you can live a more powerful, active life. And it's not just about the doing, it's about the recovery. That's the other half of the equation. We've all been there. You have a great workout, you go for a long hike, and the next day you can barely get out of bed. Your muscles are screaming at you. Marrow root has been shown to help with that too. It aids in faster post-exertion recovery. It helps your body repair itself more efficiently so you feel less fatigue, less soreness, and you're ready to go again sooner. It's about bouncing back instead of being knocked down. Okay, so performance, strength, recovery, that's all incredible. But we are more than just our bodies, right? Our mental and emotional energy is everything. If your mind is foggy, if you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, it doesn't matter how strong your body is. And this is where Moral Root is, I think, just as impressive. It's not just a physical tonic. It's a cognitive and mood support ally. Think about that afternoon slump, that 3 p.m. brain fog where you're staring at your computer screen and the words just aren't making sense. Or, that feeling when you walk into a room and completely forget why you went in there in the first place. So frustrating. Traditional use, for centuries, has pointed to Moral Root for improving mental clarity and focus. It does this, in part, by helping your body manage its central stress response system. We all have this thing called the HPA axis. Think of it as the body's headquarters for stress. When you're stressed, it pumps out hormones like cortisol. A little bit is good. It helps you get things done. But when you're chronically stressed, that cortisol is just always high. And that leads to burnout, anxiety, and that feeling of being constantly on edge. Moral Root as an adaptogen seems to help normalize that whole system. It's like it steps in and says, "Okay, team, let's calm down, let's not overreact." It helps modulate that cortisol release, leading to a more balanced, calm, and focused state of mind. It helps you feel less frazzled and more in control. There are even historical reports from Russia of it being used to help lift people out of depressive states. It has this wonderful history of helping to support a brighter mood and a sharper mind. So we have physical power, we have mental clarity, but there's an even a deeper level to this herb. It's about building overall vitality and resilience from the inside out. It's known to have immunomodulatory effects. That's a sciencey word that just means it helps balance your immune system. So in times of stress, when your immune system might normally take a hit, and you become more likely to catch a cold, Moral Root can help support your body's natural defenses. It's about building a stronger you, one that's better equipped to handle the challenges life throws your way. And it also seems to look out for you on a metabolic level. There's emerging research showing it can be beneficial for the cardiovascular system and can even help your body in how it, processes energy and stores fat. It's really working on multiple systems to promote whole body health. And here's an interesting one. A little bonus that people have reported for, forever. A noticeable boost in libido and general drive, which makes sense, right? When you're less tired, less stressed, and feeling stronger in your own body, that natural vitality just comes back. It's a pretty nice side effect. Now you might be hearing all this, muscle, strength, performance, and be thinking, is this stuff safe? And that is the most important question. The answer is what makes Moral Root so unique. The reason it works is because of compounds called EC-distoroids. But here's the crucial part. They do not work like anabolic steroids. Not at all. They don't mess with your hormones. They work through completely different, safer pathways in your body, binding to specific receptors in your muscles that signal growth and repair, but leaving your endocrine system alone. This is why it's sometimes called a safe anabolic. It's not forcing a change on your body. It's more like it's providing the resources and flipping the right switches to support a process that your body already knows how to do. It has a long, long history of being used safely and is generally really well tolerated. It's truly about working with your body's incredible design. So when you put it all together, you have an herb that helps you feel stronger, recover faster, think clearer, handle stress better, and build deep resilience, all drawn from the wisdom of nature and now confirmed by modern science. It's a pretty remarkable plant. To learn more, please visit us at www.backtoyourrootsherbs.com. The direct link for Moral Root is in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. Be well.